In today's KSAT Q&A, we're talking about something you've probably experienced. You see, one of your favorite bands, artists, is coming to going on tour, but not necessarily coming to San Antonio. You check out the dates, we're not on there. Austin, Houston, Dallas, they may be part of that schedule, but why not us? So in today's KSAT Q&A, we are joined by Nicholas Frank, the arts and culture reporter for the San Antonio Report. You just did a big piece on this, looking at the reasons historically that San Antonio misses out on some live music. Let's start there. What is it about us? Why don't we end up on that schedule?
Well, talk to any longtime San Antonian and they will tell you that San Antonio has been known as a heavy metal city. And that was definitely true 20, 30 years ago. And it's less true today, but that reputation has sort of stuck with the city, that it's maybe not as open to other genres of music, other than country music, obviously, and Latin touring acts. But for indie pop and rock, maybe not so much. So it's taken a decade, maybe two, to really start turning that around and attracting touring acts to our city.
You know, even when you talk, a thrasher city, a heavy metal city is what San Antonio has been known as. But even those acts don't seem to be coming to San Antonio. I mean, there used to be a heavy metal fest that was in the parking lot of the AT&T Center. It was canceled a few years ago and hasn't been replaced by anything of note. I mean, it seems as if it almost is across the board, San Antonio not landing some of these big touring acts.
I think you're right. I think it's the economics of the music industry on a larger scale around the country that maybe is pushing some of those acts to smaller venues, and whether San Antonio can still provide the audiences that those acts need. It comes down to economics for a lot of bands.
And you touched on that in your article, which I thought was really interesting, that when you look at advance ticket sales, there is a big difference in the audience for that in San Antonio versus in Austin, for example. So is there, when it comes to economics, maybe the makeup of a crowd like San Antonio could provide versus Dallas or Austin, is that a big reason that some of these shows don't happen here?
Yeah, definitely. Several of the knowledgeable promoters and agencies that I spoke with for the article said that San Antonio is notorious for not providing advance ticket sales, which is what gives those promoters and bands confidence that they can sell out their shows here, or at least make enough money, to pay their musicians, pay their crew, and keep touring. And that doesn't mean that audiences won't show up. And say Chad Carey, who owns the Paper Tiger, which is an independent music club on the St. Mary's Strip, he said that people will show up. They'll show up on the day of the show and largely make up the hopes of the promoters to fill that club. He also said that in a recent show, the Brian Jonestown Massacre came through town, and he said he would have liked to sell about 150 more tickets to that show, but that you treat that band well, they have a good experience in San Antonio, and they'll want to come back.
You even talk about some of the bigger acts. I mean, do you think the image of San Antonio is changing? I mean, we just had the Smashing Pumpkins that were out at the Tech Center. They sold that place out, and the lead singer had a Spurs hat on, was promoting what a great time he had in San Antonio. Is that what needs to happen? Or, promoters, they seem to be fewer and fewer and bigger promoters. Is San Antonio kind of stuck in this rut right now when it comes to live music?
You make two excellent points, Steve. Yes, there's a promotion issue with larger conglomerates, touring promoters taking charge of bands and really directing them to specific cities, maybe to help maximize profits or to direct them to specific venues. But I spoke with Aaron Zimmerman, who's the vice president for programming for the Tobin Center for the Performing Arts and also Tobin Entertainment, very knowledgeable about the scene here. And he mentioned the Smashing Pumpkins. Tobin Entertainment brought them here, and he said the show was fantastic. It was packed. Like you said, it was sold out, and that will, San Antonio's charm, the Spurs, will also bring bands like that back. Those bands will tell their friends. And as Aaron said in the article, things are changing, and they're changing fast.
I want to make sure people go to the sanantonioreport.org and take a look at that article, because there's a lot more in it that we can't cover in 5 or 6 minutes. And, it's fascinating.
Yeah, things are definitely changing for the better, it seems like. Nicholas, Frank, thanks so much for being here and sharing some information with us.
By the way, Nicholas, before you go, your background is interesting. You were an art curator for a museum. You were an independent. You toured with a band. You're originally from Milwaukee. I mean, you were kind of like, such a diverse background yourself, and we're happy to welcome you to San Antonio.
Oh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate that so much. I feel very welcome here. Everyone says it's a great town, and I agree. Thanks, Steve and Myra.
All right, we'll have you back sometime. You take care.